Hello. Welcome to our third session here, where we will now be lengthening our meditation and also hopefully getting more familiar with the way that it works and how a strong meditation can actually be easy to do. So we're looking at two things. We're looking at paying attention and ease. Now, how can these go together? Because often in yoga and in other meditations, we talk about how you have to focus your mind, right? Nothing wrong with focus. Focus is great stuff. But when you're trying to meditate, when you're meditating, the endeavor to focus can be quite hardening and counterproductive. So what we do in this particular tantric style of meditation that we're working with, we actually find the way to allow ourselves to easily descend into deeper layers of consciousness and also more comfort and relaxation. We find that not by focus, we find it by attention. Attention is just a little bit of a wider view than focus, and paying attention when anything becomes compelling or really interesting may become focus. Right? So in this way, we're looking at focus arriving from a mix of pleasure, comfort, and attention. When we start to feel more comfortable, we like that. We pay attention to that. And in that attention, we are drawn toward whatever it is that is feeling better inside, right? So what we found in our other two sessions together is that the easeful use of a specifically chosen mantra, the easeful use will have every ability to draw us into these layers as long as we don't effort it. All right? So you have learned the mantra, and I will repeat it for you as we begin. But as I said, it's wonderful not to say a mantra, this particular mantra, out loud, because it has a tendency to get attached to the outward moving mind, right? Instead, we want this mantra to be a place that we visit and allow to soften our bodies, to soften our minds, and yes, even allow us to descend into the inherent fields of consciousness that are more comfortable. Yes, even love. It is literally looking for love in the body as well as the mind, but more in the amorphous fullness of your awareness that includes both body and mind. As I mentioned last time, the aspect of the mantra that we will be bringing in first is a quality of benevolence and love. The second part is a gratitude, right? And we only use them so lightly but attentively in order to allow this field to draw us in. All right? So let's begin again. Seated comfortably. And simply close your eyes. And then open your eyes again. Were you thinking? Thinking is natural. It always comes. We don't have to try to think. Let's do it again. Allow your eyes to close. You can keep them open, by the way, if you are more comfortable. And notice, yes, indeed, little strands of thought, something comes in there that is definitely thinking. Right? Good. Now, opening your eyes, I have a question for you. Is it easy to think? Is thinking spontaneous? Or do you have to try to think? Thinking is easy because it's completely natural and it will happen as long as we are alive. So we are going to use the mantra here in our meditation just as easily and effortlessly as any other thought comes. So what that means is we will close our eyes and we'll wait to notice, oh yeah, I have thoughts. And then just as easily and effortlessly as any other thought comes, we'll pick up the sound of the mantra easily. No grip. You don't need to hold on to or keep the mantra. You want to allow the touch of the sound to drift and fade and disappear, and then you'll find, oh, I'm thinking. It may just be for a moment or two. You've gone off on many other thoughts, sometimes very dreamy, right? Sometimes long. It doesn't matter. That process of thinking is an important part of meditation. What we find is that as we follow the mantra in through our deeper layers, there are pockets of tension or self-concepts or remnants of anything inside that are balling up our energy in there. And as this extra comfort from the mantra, from the technique, comes in, these stress areas, we can call them stress pockets or knots. These knots start to unwind because you're relaxing. And as they begin to unwind, all these thoughts and things come spiraling out of them, big dreams, whatever, it doesn't matter. The quality of the thought is not important. In meditation, you don't analyze your thinking or anything remotely like that. As soon as you realize that you're thinking other thoughts other than the mantra, you once again notice thoughts are coming very easily. I'm going to pick up the mantra again, just that effortlessly, and you go again. All right? So let's begin. Feel free to close your eyes if you like. And notice that you are thinking thoughts. And then remembering the mantra that I introduced you to in the second session, remembering the mantra, and I'll repeat it for you, Shri Nama. Remembering the mantra, and just as easily as you remember it, pick up the sound internally that you know, oh yeah, that's the mantra. There's no hurry. Allowing the sound to shift or change or disappear, fade, come back, all of those things are good. Again, it's Shri Nama. Good. Now, very slowly, open your eyes. And I have a question. My question for you is, was it easy? If it felt easy, great. That's exactly what we're looking for. And if it didn't feel easy to you, allow the mantra sound to be more faint. Don't mantra, 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 no. Where is it? Mantra. Like that. All right? We'll do it again. I will lead you in, and then I will also lead you for a 10-minute meditation. If that meditation is feeling good to you, you can certainly continue it. Meditating really not more than 20 minutes at a time as we begin here, and also knowing that you might fall asleep. This would be okay too, because it is that you need to sleep. All right? So we take it as it comes, easily, attentively, and here we go. Allow your eyes to close. For just a moment, feel that you are in a comfortable position. Chair, floor, couch, it doesn't matter. You do want to be seated upward, though, not reclining for this, not now. Are you thinking? Do you notice how easily and effortlessly those thoughts come? You don't have to try to think. Thoughts just bubble up from inside. Good. Now, just as easily and effortlessly as every thought comes, listen for and then pick up internally the sound of the mantra. I will say it out loud for you. Shri Nama. Shri Nama. Shri Nama. And then an inner whisper where you have to listen for it. Shri Nama. When you realize you're not thinking the mantra, just that easily and effortlessly pick up the sound again. And we'll meditate like this for approximately 10 minutes. Good. Allow yourself now to let go of the mantra. Just thoughts will come. And just sit for a few more moments with the eyes closed, not to come jarringly out of meditation, but to allow the body and the mind to just settle with whatever your experience was. Is. And then slowly allow your eyes to open. Move a little, whatever. Take in the space around you. Good. So that was about 10 minutes. And I imagine that you had a few different experiences during those 10 minutes, thinking, feeling restful, feeling maybe even agitated, then back to more restful. Any of those things are perfectly fine to feel, to experience in meditation. The only thing that we need to remember is to make it as easy and effortless as we can at all times. We take it as it comes. Your experience in meditation does not need to be good for your meditation to be working. We just do the process. We let our nervous systems begin to unwind. We begin to enjoy the vibration of the mantra. We begin. And we come out. So keep in mind your experience in meditation does not determine the value of the meditation. When it's done easily, it's always valuable. That's one. And two, I recommend that you now begin to meditate in this technique daily. And even the 10-minute piece is enough, right? So as you meditate for at least a few days with these 10-minute pieces, morning and evening if possible, so twice a day if possible, as you do this and you have questions, please put them under these posts. This particular post now. Put your question in the post, in the comments, and I will be very, very happy to both get back to you personally and also to continue to address the questions as they come along in our videos and our audios together. All right, so there's that. There's questions. Oh, and I also want you to know if you have something very personal, there's also a chat, and you can let me know that you would like to speak with me personally there. So, next time, we will be looking at, I will be giving you just a little more insight, I would say, into what the mantra stimulates, not just in the mind, but in the body. In this looking for, which we are, looking for the experience of love in the body. It's actually in there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.